often hear from farmers, I just want to spray in the early morning or in the evening when the wind isn't blowing. We'll explain how to manage that on your farm in today's Iron Talk and give you an update on Dicamba too. We always say on our farm we're looking for a day to spray that isn't windy, has no chance of rain, sunny, warm, everything's actively growing. And of course, if it fell on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that'd be great, so it didn't mess up our weekends. Well, that virtually never happens. Wind is always going to be an issue. Most days it's going to be pretty windy in the summer, so you got to be really cautious about what time of day you're spraying and which days you choose to spray. So on our operation, we generally spray a lot in the early mornings or later into the evenings, but with a few different weed species where they have leaves that droop at night, that can be a concern. And then, of course, you've got to manage moisture, whether it's dew or rain that may come in the evening. That can be a big deal. Now, the other thing to be concerned about, especially with dicamba, this became quite apparent last year, is the risk of air inversions. On a bright sunny day, sunlight hits the soil and heats it up. Then the air is hottest near the soil surface, and it gets cooler all the way up into the atmosphere. Well, a temperature inversion is when the cold air gets trapped below a layer of warm air. Now, this happens almost every evening on our farm around the time the sun sets, because now that heat source has gone away, and the heat is going to rise from the soil, and now cool air fills in underneath. And you feel it when you go for a walk and you walk down through a valley and it's cool in the valley and it warms up as you get to a higher elevation. When it comes to dicamba, this is where we could potentially see some off-target movement if those droplets get caught up in that air inversion and move side to side. The key takeaway is to follow the label of the product that you're spraying, and then also use some common sense. Check the forecast before spraying. Be aware of moisture, wind, or air inversions that may impact your spray. That's all for today's Iron Talk, and now back to the show.